They did say that the hairdressers weren't essential businesses. They won't start May 1st. So I don't know if yoga is essential or not. But when we do, we'll find a safe way of doing it and some safe distancing, and I'm sure it will be fine. So today I'm going to talk about the breath. Breath is important, and especially Panavayu. Panavayu is part of the five pranas of which is downward movement breath, and it also is illumination. And so there's a lot going on right now that we need to eliminate. We need to digest. So it's not just the digestion of our foods, but also our we bring in from our senses, and all the stories and all the feelings we have, to be able to digest all the information that we're given right now, all good and bad, scary, so we can come inside ourselves, feel a sense of groundedness. But the breath is important in our yoga practice as well. Whenever, this is from the Bhagavad Gita, Living Gita from Satchidananda. Wherever the mind goes, the breath runs. When the mind is agitated, the breath becomes agitated. When the mind is calm, the breath is calm. When coming out of deeply concentrated thinking, you take a big sigh because your breath had completely stopped. It's natural retention. It is not that you look to the breath consciously and is holding it, it just stopped by itself. So when we're deeply concentrated, we tend to slow our breath down. But when we're agitated, we breathe quickly, but it's way up here. And today we're going to work on bringing the breath downward into our Panavayu. But consciously breathing, allowing the breath to come in and go. Anytime in yoga where you're holding your breath or you're struggling with your breath, you know you've gone too far. And when you're doing that, that's working into your nervous system. And so that's going the opposite way that we want to go in our yogic practice. We want to have nice, easy breath as we go. But then, then we use pranayama to control our breath. So there's that. But for the most part, when we're in our yoga practice, when we're in our asana, our breath should be smooth and regulated. And that way we know when we've gone too far. So let's take a moment to check into our breath. Seeing where we're breathing, how fast we're breathing, the smoothness of our breath. And the texture of our breath. See the length of our breath. See if we can have our inhale and our exhale be the same amount. So if we're breathing in for 4, exhaling for 4. It's samasti breathing. Equal inhale, equal exhale. And then we come to a sense of balance with our breath. And if we can find a balance in our breath, we can find a balance in our emotions. If we find a balance in our emotions, then our thoughts start being in balance. We'll go ahead and bring our hands to our heart space, set an intention for ourselves, what we'd like to get out of this class, where the rest of our weekend is going, where our lives are headed. And we do it this precious gift of a life that we have. And we'll bow our head to that intention, to our inner teacher, our bright light that we are. And we'll open our eyes and say Namaste. Each one of the little boxes. Namaste, 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 Namaste. Okay. So we'll go ahead and warm up our body. Starting with let's start with our eyes today. Today we were talking about eye yoga last night, and I think that's something we haven't done for a while. So imagine a big clock in front of you, and look up without moving your chin. Look up to the 12 o'clock, and then look down to 6 o'clock, and then look back up to 12 o'clock, and back down to 6, kind of like eye push-ups. Go up to the 12, down to 6, and go to center and look over to the 3 o'clock, and then look over to the 9 o'clock, and then back to the 3, back to the 9, back to 3, and back to 9. You can shift the eye. And then come to the center, look up to the 12, and go over to the 1, the 2, the 3, make a big circle with your eyes all the way around the clock. Going up to the 7, 8, 9, back up to 12, and then closing your eyes. And open up your eyes, look up to the 12, and look the other way, go down to 11, to 10, to 9, to 8, all the way around. Get back to center, and then close your eyes. And then opening up your eyes, bring your hands together, your thumbs up, and keep your eyes on your right thumb as you bring your left thumb to your nose. And then bring that out. Bring your right thumb in. Keep your eyes on your left thumbnail. And bring that out. And keep your eyes center. Take your thumbs to the sides for your peripheral vision. The better peripheral vision, the better your cranial 10 nerve is working. And then bring your thumbs up together. And bring your hands down. We'll rub our hands. And then bring your hands to the cup into your eyes. Have your head down in the palming. This is really good to do if you're on the computer. These Zoom classes really start to deplete your energy in your eyes. So if you're doing a lot of Zoom meetings, doing this about every couple hours will really help your energy level and also your vision. And then slowly open them, allowing the cool air to come in. And we'll work into our neck, and looking over our right shoulder as far as we can see. And looking over our left shoulder as far as we can see. And back to our right. And back to our left. Coming back to center, dropping your chin down to your chest, rolling your right ear, your right shoulder. And rolling over to your left shoulder. And rolling back to your right. And then lift your chin up and then bring it down. And lift it up and bring it down. And lift it up. Bring it down, roll over the other side. Do the same thing. Bring your chin up and then bring it down. And bring it up and bring it down. And bring it up. And come back to center. Bring your chin up, bring your hands together, push your palms out, plug your shoulders in. Inhale, bringing your arms up, bring your chin down. Exhale, bring your hands down, bring your chin up. And inhaling, hands up, chin down. Exhaling, hands down, chin up. And inhaling up. Bring your hands to your shoulders. Rotate your elbows forward. Big circles. And go the other way. Yours, but mine's cracking pretty good. And bring your hands to the back of your head. Drop your right elbow down, lift your left elbow up. And inhale up, exhale, left elbow down, right elbow up into our side bodies. And then come up. You leave your hands where they're at and circle around. It changes. Like normally we have our hands to our knees, or just you have to use a little bit more of your abdominals to go around. And then go the other way. And we'll bring our hands to our knees. Inhale, bring your heart forward. Bring your head up, your chin up. As you exhale, bring your heart back. Bring your chin down. Like a seated cat-cow. Inhaling, bring your head up, your heart forward. Exhale and bring it back. Back and forth. Working with your own breath. Allowing the inhales and exhales to be the same. Feeling your sit bones on the floor as you're doing this. Feel the stability of your bottom. And then having the movement move as if it was a tree in the midst of the wind and just blowing back and forth. But still having those deep roots. Working into our first chakra that way. And then come in the center. Let's go ahead and come onto our hands and knees. And bring your hips side to side. And then make a circle out of your hips. And go the other way. Warming up our hip flexors. And go ahead and come down into child pose. Feel the earth holding you up. Mother supporting us with acceptance and loving grace. From here we'll come up to table, tuck your toes, and lift up into down dog. And first down dog, bending one knee and then the other, working into our calf muscles. Then we'll go ahead and come back down to a table, go back into down to our child pose. And as we inhale, coming up and back into table, and exhale back to down dog. Inhale to table, exhale to child pose. Inhale into table, exhale to down dog. Inhale table, exhale child pose. One more time, inhaling into table, exhale to down dog. And looking in between our hands, step your feet in between your hands. We'll inhale, bring our back up into jackknife for length, and then as we exhale, fold over, working into our hamstrings. Inhaling, coming up halfway, exhaling, folding. Inhaling halfway up, and exhale, folding, grabbing the back of your calves. Just let your head dangle like it's a tomato ready to drop in the middle of the summer. Then bring your hips forward and allow your head to be the last thing to come up. Okay, so we'll bring our hands to our hips, rock our hips side to side. Let's make a circle out of our hips. Elvis Asana this morning. You guys are nothing but hound dogs. Everybody's got a little hound dog in them. And go the other way. Don't think yourself very much. We'll go to the top of our mat and bring your feet so they're hip width apart, and then lift up your toes and lift up your heels and lift up your toes, lift up your heels, back and forth. And then as you lift up your heels, lift up your arms as an inhale. Exhale, bring your hips down, heels down, your arms down. Inhaling, lifting up. Exhale, coming down. See if you can make the movements in your breath work together. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Inhaling up, looking up to the ceiling. Slight back bend. And then swan dive down to your feet. Inhale, halfway up with a flat back again. And exhale, fold. Step your right foot back. Step your left foot back, coming into plank. Come up onto your toes, the top of your toes, and then go back to the bottom of your toes. From the top of your toes, back to the bottom of your toes. You can also do this on your knees if you'd rather. We'll take 2 more breaths here to start working into our core. Feel as if your heart is going in between your shoulders. Then bring your knees down, your chest down, and your chin down. Leave your butt up in the air. Then bring your knees in a couple inches. And then go on down to your belly. We'll inhale into a small cobra. And exhale, coming down. Inhale into a bigger cobra. Pushing your pelvis down, pulling your heart forward. Then exhale, coming down. And inhale into up dog. Look over your right shoulder. And look over your left shoulder. And come to center. Come back into table. And maybe into down dog. Pushing off the back of your hand, your thumb, and your index finger. Lifting your hips up as high as possible. Melting your heart toward your thighs, and then descending your heels downward. Looking toward your feet or your navel area. Then looking between your hands, step your feet in between your hands. Inhale all the way up. The energy of the universe to your heart space. And inhale our arms up. Exhale, fold over. Inhale your head halfway up. And fold. Just step your right foot back into a lunge. Push your left knee forward as you push your right heel back. Come on your fingertips so you can breathe easier. And then straighten out your left leg into runner's lunge. And then coming forward. And then straighten out your leg, working into your IT band on the left side. And coming forward. And straighten your leg out. And then come forward. And go ahead and bring your knee down. And come up. Sink your hips down as you lift your arms up. Lift up out of your waist, but softening your shoulders. And then we'll come forward, bring your hands on the inside of your left foot. You can lift up your back knee coming into lizard, or you can leave it down coming into sleeping dragon. You can either leave your hands here, maybe one come down on one forearm, maybe the other. Whichever variation is good for your body today.
coming up. Changing your hand so it's on the outside of your left hand, your left foot. Lift your back knee up if it's down. Step back into plank. Exhale all the way down. Inhale into up dog. Exhale, down dog. Go ahead and lift up our right leg. Bring it, swoop it in between our hands. This might be a little challenging, definitely for our core. It's also opening up in our hips. Let's bring up our arms straight up. As if we're reaching out, our knee right above our ankle. We'll take a couple breaths here. We'll bring our hands down. Step your left foot forward. Inhale all the way up. Bring your energy down to our heart space. Checking our breath, seeing where it is. Maybe bringing our thumbs to our heart space. Feeling the heart, your heartbeat on your thumbs. Sense of gratitude for being alive and having prana, or life force, going through our body. Inhale, lift our arms up. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. You step your left foot back. Pushing your left heel forward, your right knee forward, opening up into our hip area. And then straighten out your right leg. Bend your knee. Straighten out your right leg. Bend your knee. Straighten out your right leg. And bend your knee. And either bring your knee down and then come up. And sink your hips down as you lift your arms up. Maybe slight back bend, heart toward the ceiling or the sky. And coming forward, bring your hands on the inside of your foot. And again, you can lift up your back knee, or you can leave it down, or you can stay on your hands. Maybe you can come down on your forearms. You can do both. A lot of options. Feeling the steadiness of our posture. You'll come up, bringing your hand on the outside as you step your right foot back to meet your left. Exhale all the way down. Inhale into up dog. Exhale into down dog. Now lift up your left leg. Swoop your foot in between your hands. And again, we'll come up, stretch our arms out. Feeling the stability in our front leg, feeling stronger, like we're bringing our roots right into the earth. And then stepping forward. Okay, shaking all that out. Okay, we're working into Apanavayu. We feel a sense of stability in our first chakra and a sense of groundedness in our legs. So we'll go ahead and let's go ahead and do Warrior 2. So step your right foot back, big step. Your left heel intersecting your right foot. Sink your hips down. See if you can feel as if you're pushing back in your back big toe. You bring your left knee forward. Not being in the future, not being in the past. Staying here right in the present moment. Gazing over our fingertips. Ready to manifest the power of God today, in whatever form that takes for you. Trusting that you'll have the resources to fulfill that
mission or our dharma. And so bring in your palm up, exhale, lean back into exalted warrior, and straighten your leg out. Go back even further and then bring your knee forward. And straighten your leg out and bring it forward. And straighten your leg out. Reach out. Same time, pull your hip back. Leg straight as you reach, coming into Trikonasana, triangle pose. As you push off your leg, open up your sternum, looking up to the ceiling. And bring your top arm forward, feeling it opening up your side bodies. And then lift up your bottom arm. And use your core to come up. And straighten your foot out. Coming into 5-point star. As you exhale, bring your right hand back. Look back to your right hand. Inhale, coming forward. Exhale, go back to your left hand. Come forward. Inhale, go back to the other side. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Inhale forward, bring your arms up, come down halfway to the flat back, as if you're holding a ball of energy. Inhaling up, exhaling down, using your core, keeping your back straight. And inhaling up, exhaling, coming down. Imagine you taking that ball of energy over to your right leg. And over to your left leg. And then make an offering of the ball of energy to the earth. Come up with your back flat, using your core. Then point your toe the other way. We'll go ahead and sink down into Warrior Two the opposite way. Or you can step your right foot back, or left foot back, or which way is best for you. But bring your pelvis in. So you lift up out your waist, softening your shoulders, feels as if somebody's pulling your wrist in either direction. Feeling the strength of your warrior. Feeling the stability of your warrior. Ready to take on the challenges of the day. And digest all that you see, all that you feel, all that you think. And bring your palm up and go back into exalted warrior. Go ahead, straighten your leg out. Come back a little bit further. And then bend your knee. And straighten your leg. Bend your knee. Straighten your leg. Bend your knee forward. One more time, straighten your leg. This time coming forward. Reaching. Coming down into Trikonasana on the other side. And opening up your sternum. If you're looking to the side or looking up to the ceiling. I swear this is like doing yoga with a mirror. To see yourself like this, it's kind of awkward. Bring in your arm forward. Kind of helps with your seeing our foundation, I guess. Good things and everything. Lift up your bottom arm. And use your abdominals, come up. Bring your foot forward. Bring your arms up. Exhale, come down. This time bring your hands in the middle of your feet. Your elbows back. Draw your head down. Pushing your sit bones up. We'll walk our hands out like we're ready to hike a football. And place your left hand down. Lift up your right arm. Bring your right hand down. Lift up your left. Bring your left hand down. Walk your hands back to the center. Drawing your head down. You reach two more. And walk your hands up your legs. Elbows up in the air. Use your abdominal strength to come up. Bring your toes in, your heels in, your toes. And come forward. Shake all that out. So we're going to do a balance pose. Let's do a tree pose. Tree poses reminds me the most of working into earth energy because feels like you're bringing roots down into the earth. All your stability on one leg. So bring all your weight on your left leg. Bring your right foot around. Finding a gazing point, something that's not moving that you can keep your eyes steady with. And just like that reading that I did in the beginning, if your eyes are steady and your mind could be steady, if your mind is steady, your emotions are steady, and you have balance. Lift up your right knee, hold on to your right knee with your right hand, bring your leg out to the side, and bring it forward. You can use a chair or a wall or something if it's better for you. Bring it out to the side and bring your foot in to the top of your knee or below your knee or on your ankle, just not on your knee. It's not really good for your knee. It's a nice ledge, but wear it out as you go. And then bring your thumb and index finger together, the chin mudra, as you lift your branches upward. Push down on your left leg to rise up. Feel how the more you push down, the easier it is to rise up. And then coming down when you're ready. Do the other side. All your weight on your right foot. Bring your left foot around. And bringing your knee up. Bring your knee out to the side. And bring it forward. Knee out to the side one more time. And finding your best place, maybe by your ankle, your calf, or on top. And it's all good. Bring your fingers in OK symbol. Lift your branches upward. Push your right foot down. Feel the stability of your right leg as you lift up into the heavens. Soften in your shoulders as you lift upward. And then slowly coming down. So we'll go ahead and bring our feet hip width apart. Bend your knees. Bring your sit bones back for our knee health. Lift our arms up. Feel the stability of your legs and allowing you to rise up again toward the heavens. And as we exhale, we'll come forward, bring our arms back behind us. Inhale, swoop your arms up. Exhale, come back, arms back over your legs. Inhaling up. And exhaling over. Inhaling up. Bring your hands to your heart. Bring your left elbow over your right knee. Push your hands together to twist to the right. And then come to center. Lift your arms back, lift them up. Bring your hands into your heart. Right elbow over your left knee, twisting to the left. Then come to center. Bring your hands down, lift up, come up straight. Bring your feet so they're a little bit more hip width apart. And then come down halfway, bending your knees again. Bring your hands behind your calves. Push your sit bones back.
It's said to be good for our prostate. Also works into our hips. And then we'll bring our heels together, our feet out in a 45-degree angle. And then fold over as you bring your arms back behind you. And then coming up, come down on our sit bones. Bring your feet together, we'll bounce our knees up and down. Try not to be sad that butterfly show is not going to happen this year. Not to bring you down or anything, but we'll have to make our own butterfly show. Now push your knees down as you lift up. And keep a flat back as you exhale, come forward. Maybe each exhale coming down just a little bit more. To our Baddha Konasana, the cobbler's pose. And then coming up, bring your hips, your feet apart. One Chawarpa back and forth. And then we'll bring our left knee to our right instep. Walk our hands over to the right till we're looking back at the back wall. And then lift up and then fold over, coming onto your forearms. And coming up, coming forward. The other side, so right knee on your left instep. Walk your hands back. Lift up by pushing down on the floor and then coming down to the floor as much as you like. Nice massage for our internal organ. And we'll come up and come forward. Bring your knees up, hands underneath your knees. Lean back, maybe your heels come off the ground. Maybe this is where you want to be this evening, or this afternoon, or morning, whatever it is. And maybe you can straighten your legs out. I'll go to the side. You can see how un-V-like my boat is. Maybe let go of your knees. Push your heels out, lift your legs up. And bring your right heel to the floor. Almost to the floor, then lift it up. Then your left, and lift it up. And then both almost to the floor, and lift them up. Again, almost to the floor, and lift it up. Come up a little bit higher, and bring your arms up, and stretch in both directions. We'll bring our right knee in toward our chest and pull ourselves up. Let's go onto our bellies. Do some belly time. Moving into crocodile. And prepare for our locust pose. So let's do a couple where we just lift up our head and our arms and then come down. Inhale, coming up, pushing your pelvis down. And exhaling, coming down. Inhale, rising up. And exhale, coming down. We'll do the same thing with our legs. Inhale, lifting your legs up. Push your pelvis down. Exhale, bring your legs down. Inhale, lift your legs up. Push your pelvis down. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, lift your legs up. We'll hold for a breath. And bring your legs down. And then we'll do both together. We'll lift our head, arms, and our legs all together as we push our pelvis down, coming into our Shalabhasana. Lift up a little bit more, and we'll come down. And push back into child pose. Once again, feeling as if you're being nurtured by Mother Earth. And then we'll come back up into table, lift up into down dog. Lift your right leg up in the air. Bring your right knee in between your hands as you bring your foot out to the side, coming into pigeon. Bring your fingers down so you can bring your hips down and lift up out of your hips. And exhale, fold over your legs into sleeping pigeon. I turn this way just so confuse you guys. Hopefully it worked. Feel as if you push down your left leg, how it changes the posture into your right hip, into your right gluteal. Checking in with your breath. See if you can get that equal inhale and exhale. And as you exhale, feel as if you're sinking deeper in your posture. Inhale, feel as if you're lengthening. And exhale, sinking a little bit more. We'll go ahead and bring our hands underneath our shoulders, come up. Lift your left leg back, lift your left leg up. This might be enough. Maybe you can reach back, grab onto your foot, push your heel into your hip, stretching our quadriceps. You can bring both hands back there if you like. Bring your hands down and push back up into down dog. You can shake that out. And we'll do the other side. So lift up your left leg. Bring your knee in between your feet as you drop your foot out to the side. Come up on your fingertips. Sink your hips down and lift up a slight back bend into our king pigeon. And as you exhale, folding over. Push your right leg down and then let it go. And push it down and let it go. Do it a few more times. And then settle into where you're feeling a nice stretch into your hips. And once again, checking in with your breath. Bring our hands under our shoulders, coming up. Lift your right leg up. Maybe reach back, grab onto it. Pushing your heel in toward your hips. We'll look over our foot and bend your elbows enough to come back up in the down dog and shake all that out. And look in between your hands and jump in between your hands into a seated position. You weren't expecting that, were you? I like to keep you guys guessing. It's my job. Okay, so take your right ankle, forgot what that was, over by your left hip and put your left knee on top of your right, or of course you can straighten out your right leg. See if you can find a place where it's comfortable for you today. We'll bring our right arm over our head, push our head into our arm, and then let go. And then push your head into your arm, and let go. Push your head in your arm. And then take your right arm over your left knee. Bring your left hand up and back behind you. Lift up out of your waist. Begin twisting from your stomach, your chest, finally your head. Bring your navel in so you can twist just a little bit more. And bring your arm up. Watch it as it goes forward. And unwind your legs. Bring your legs out in a V. Lift your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Dorsiflex your toes backwards. And if you can, if you like, you can bring your forearms on the ground. You can bring your chest down to the floor. My body just doesn't do that, but if yours does, then do find the best stretch for you today. And we'll slowly come up from this. Bring our left heel over to our right hip. Stack our right over top of our left. Or you can straighten out your left leg. Either one. We'll bring our left arm behind our head. Push our head into our arm. Feeling an opening up into our armpit area. It's really good to keep any kind of cancers going away into our breast cancer and that kind of thing. So we're working into our lymph nodes. Our lymph nodes don't get enough stimulation. Also works into our lung meridian, which is also helpful right now. Let go of that. Bring your left elbow over your right knee. Bring your right hand up and back. Lift up by your waist. Begin twisting from your stomach, your chest, finally your head. Bring your arm up, watch it as it goes forward. And we'll go ahead and bring our legs back out in a V. I always like to have a little thing I can sit on to bring my pelvis down. Helps me go further forward. This time reaching over to your shins or your big toe and pulling yourself forward. And then we'll slowly come up from here. Come back onto your forearms, bring your feet together. And lift your heels 6 inches off the ground. And we'll do breath of fire from here. So breathing rapidly through your nose. You can also do one foot on top of the other if you'd rather. Breathing rapidly through your nose. If you're on one foot, then do the other. And then coming down, stretching in both directions. Now bring your knees into your chest and rock side to side. We'll reach our hands up, come into happy baby. We'll reach the hands on the outside of each foot, push down one knee and then the other. So back and forth, working into your hips. One last time. And find the center. Use your elbows to open up your legs even more, pushing your knees down with your hands. And let go of your hands, bring your feet up in the air, arms out in the T, heels up in the ceiling, toes up in the ceiling, your heels, your toes, your heels, your toes, your heels. Bring your right leg down, leave your left up. Lift your right up, bring your left down. Works into our psoas muscle. Bring our leg up. Leave your right where it is. Drop your left over to the left. Work into our adductors. And then lift that back up. Leave your left up. Drop your right over to the right. And bring that up. Bring them both out in the V. Push your heels out. Bring your heels together. Come down a quarter of the way. Legs out in the V. Bring your heels together. Then halfway, legs out in the V. Bring your heels together. Come down 3/4 of the way. Legs out in the V. Bring your heels together. Lift your legs all the way back up. Crossing one over the other. Come down. Dropping our heels out. Drop our feet to the side. Palms next to our body. Palms up. Coming into Shavasana. Feeling your body as it feels now compared to when we started this class. And see if you can connect into your breath one more time. Feel as if your body is being held up by the mother. And each exhale, feel as if you're letting go of something. Letting go of any emotions that you might be having. Letting go of any memories that you might have. Letting go, of course, resentments. Letting go of our fears. What can we let go of today so we can find complete stillness in our Shavasana? I am not afraid to show love today. Sometimes I'm afraid that if I show my love, my vulnerability, my fear, then I will be in danger. What a sad misunderstanding that is. For only when I show my love can I be truly seen. Only in letting down my guard can I appear to others in the light of my true self. Only in my softness does my tendencies reveal itself. Only in my defensiveness does my true safety lie. I pray to be a gentler version of myself. Dear God, remove the walls I have constructed around my heart. Remove the barriers that obstruct my love.
that I might give and receive it. Remove my fears, that I might dwell in peace and share my peace with everyone. Maybe you can bring your hands to your heart, one to your stomach, and feel the breath as it goes in and out. Let your one hand on your belly feel the foundation, and feel as if your heart is expanding each inhale. And then begin moving your fingers and your toes, coming back into the room. Allow prana, energy to move through your body once again. And bringing your knees into your chest when you're ready, rolling over to one side or the other. Coming into C position. And when you're in C position, take a moment of gratitude for your practice and dedicate your practice to somebody you know who needs merit. And then when you're ready, coming up into a sit position. We'll go ahead and end our time together with a vibration of Om. We'll say 3 Oms. So bring in your hands to your heart space. And exhaling fully, letting go. Inhaling deeply. Om Hari Shanti Shanti Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Peace and love for my body. Peace and love in my thoughts. Peace and love in my heart space. That I might express my peace